Hey, I've been playing Vindictus Defying Fates quite a while now, maybe about 6 hours. Okay, that doesn't sound very long, but it's a demo, and there's not much to do except for 2 full areas and a couple of co-op optional bosses, which I think is a decent amount for a demo. It pretty much showcased everything I needed to know and experience. So to start with, let's talk about how the game looks, the graphics. The graphics look phenomenal. I think they use Unreal Engine 5 to remake everything, and the game looks pretty insane. Character models look great. Lip syncing seems a little off, but everything else looks good. Armor, monsters, all look phenomenal. The story is pretty simple. I don't hate it. It was enjoyable. One weird thing about the demo is they will put you after the prologue, so you won't be able to experience that yet until the full release, or the beta at least. So at the beginning of the demo, you're going to be stuck while you're running around talking to a bunch of NPCs for maybe like 20-30 minutes. A lot of people found that very jarring and kind of annoying, but once you get through that, you'll start to experience the actual gameplay, going around, fighting things in the other areas, Northern Ruins, the Hoarfrost Hollows. So that will happen. You just have to get through the whole beginning area. And, you know, you can just skip the dialogue right now anyway, since it's just a demo, and you can experience that full release. Otherwise, the story, I very much enjoyed the voice acting. They all sound very good. The lip syncing needs a lot of work. It looks kind of weird sometimes. But otherwise, I don't think there's much to say about the story. It's not groundbreaking, but it's fine. It's manageable. It's enjoyable at the least. So let's talk about what we're really here for, the combat and the gameplay. So combat, you have your light attack and you have your heavy attacks, and you have little combos to mix them with. And then you have 4 active abilities that you can use. They all go on cooldown, and after that you just dodge and learn enemy mechanics. And there's also blocking as well, but I play Lan, so there's no blocking for him, which I didn't know at first, since they didn't say, but I just picked whoever was first. But that didn't deter me. I think combat is very, very simple, and that can be good or bad. I think it's a little too simple. Difficulty wise, I think the fights were pretty hard. The bosses have a lot of good mechanics that you really do need to learn and practice with. It took me maybe 21 tries to beat the boss of Hoarfrost Hollows, the chief. It took me way too many tries, and I literally had to reduce the difficulty because I was tilting so hard. So the 21st try was on easy mode. I might go back again on normal to do it, but I don't think I want to. I haven't played Vindictus in a long time, so I'm having a hard time comparing these 2 games, and I hesitate to use the term Dark Souls. I don't want to call it a Souls-like yet, but it kind of feels like that. You have your bonfires, you have your flasks, and you have your hard bosses. Limited moveset, and it just feels like a Souls-like, which isn't a bad thing. I just feel like this is not the game for me. I probably will not be playing this game going forward, but I know there will be people that will enjoy this game. If you like hard combat, if you like characters with decent movesets, I think it's going to get more complex as the game releases. You get maybe your ultimate armor ability. I think there is something like that in Vindictus. Currently, the skill tree is very bare bones. You have your exclusive abilities, which is your 4 active abilities, and then you have the shareable skill tree, which buffs the potions, your defense, and staggering abilities on enemies, and that's shared between all the characters. You get access to everyone. You can go to a campfire and you can switch out characters whenever you want, but you will have to farm for ability points for the new characters, so don't forget that. I believe that's it on combat. Do I like it? It's fine. I don't enjoy having to fight the same enemy 20 times or more just because I need to learn and figure out the movesets. It's not my cup of tea, but it's not bad. Gameplay is fine. One major issue I found was when you're fighting multiple enemies. The lock-on mechanic is not good. You can't switch enemies with the lock-on mechanic. You have to turn it off and on while facing a different enemy, which gets kind of annoying. And if you fight without the lock on, you have a high chance of whiffing your attack and just completely missing everything. Probably skill issue on my part. I probably just don't know the trick to fighting crowds yet, but I found it annoying. Progression, I mentioned before, the skill tree, very bare bones. Other than that, you have your character level, and then you have your weapon level. And weapon level is kind of different here. You have only one weapon level to worry about. And as you unlock different skins of weapons, you can upgrade them a certain amount of times. I think you start out with 3 upgrades for the first 3 weapons. And then the next 2 weapons have 2 upgrades. And those add on to your total max weapon level. For the demo right now, we have a total of 13, which is interesting. And there's no armor upgrade system. Everything else is just cosmetics. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like there isn't enough things to improve your capability in combat. When I got stuck at Hoarfrost Hollows, there was nothing I could do to improve myself other than farming the map over and over to level up. I don't really feel like doing that. I fought that final boss at level 16, which I thought was fine, but I don't know. The game looks great. But is it the game for me? I don't think so. I am very curious what else they're going to add when it gets closer to release, which might be like another year or 2. Because again, still on alpha. I might try other characters. I think Fiona is, people saying, is the easiest character to play because he can actually block and the movesets aren't too bad. While Lan here, it's all about dodging. And you really have to know the enemy mechanics to really play this guy efficiently, which I did not. But that's about it. Let me know down in the comments. Are you guys playing this game? Are you enjoying it? What characters have you played? Do you have any tips on fighting groups of enemies? Because I would like to know that. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.